Ladies and gentlemen, I beg your attention. I must inquire that you are feeling completely prepared or in fit condition for immediate action or use. As for I, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity, am about to begin a theatrical production, performance, or company for the people observing within the premises of this WVBA World Circuit Stadium. Excuse me, sir, I humbly request that you capture the photograph of me at the angle that best displays my highly attractive personal appearance. Oh, apologies. It just occurred to me that regardless of which angle my photograph is captured from, I am certain it will represent me, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity, without any flaws or errors.
When you're done with this sucker Mac baby, he's really gonna need his sunglasses.
Pardon? Were you perhaps referring to these eyeglasses with colored or tinted lenses that protect the eyes from the glare of sunlight, while looking rather fashionable? It is my displeasure to inform you, sir, that due to your financial status being inferior to that of mine, you are unfortunately unable to meet the expense of or be able to spare the price of these eyeglasses with colored or tinted lenses that protect the eyes from the glare of sunlight, while looking rather fashionable. Additionally, could you be so kind as to remove your appendages from the proximity of the cords used to enclose a prize ring or other space? I request that you avoid being an obstruction within my path, as it is currently the time at which a theatrical production, performance, or company for the people observing within the premises of this WVBA World Circuit Stadium is scheduled to begin. Synonym for the word yes, used with great excitement. Synonym for the word yes, used with great excitement. I henceforth greet your arrival with pleasure or kindly courtesy, as though I, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity, am claiming this WVBA World Circuit Stadium as a territory within my ownership, as a manner of celebrating my triumph over the young individual named Mac of diminutive stature. I am feeling rather distraught by the manner which you are moving the light fixture used for highlighting the presence of a performer farther than the proximity of me, and I am beginning to feel as though due to my earlier defeat at the hands of the young individual named Mac of diminutive stature, you have ceased to feel any appreciation towards me, whom you were once adoring followers of, and I must inquire your reason as to why you are feeling this way. I therefore proclaim that once I am finished with our showdown, which I feel quite confident will end with me emerging victorious, that the amount of physical injury I am about to cause to you will result in your face becoming so unwelcoming to look at, in part of all the deformations, that no individual with any semblance of mental stability will have the necessary courage or boldness needed to capture a photograph of you, due to being frightened by the repulsive condition of your face. A humorous observation is that I, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity, enjoy the act of capturing photographs of myself as a way to feed my massive ego.
There are many ways to eat a chocolate, but there's only one way to eat a chocolate bar.
I hereby say, that in spite of all the physical punishment I must have endured during our bout, which would normally do no good to one's physical appearance, especially for someone so enraptured with the societal standards of what is considered pleasurable to look at, such as I, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity, my outwardly appearance is still vastly superior when compared to that of yours, young individual named Mac of diminutive stature. How peculiar, it appears that as of this current moment of my victory against the young individual named Mac of diminutive stature, the group of people observing within the premises of this WVBA World Circuit Stadium have rather suddenly and unexpectedly changed their opinion of me, male individual who may be described as having achieved peak masculinity. going from once loathing me to accepting me with glee and joy once again, as if it may be solely my successful performance as a WVBA combative athlete that makes the group of people observing within the premises of this WVBA World Circuit Stadium cherish my presence. Unfortunately, I must say that the time in which I would accept my position as a crowd favorite back has long since passed. On a second thought, however, I have decided that I do in fact live for fame, fortune, and the people's collective attention more than anything. Removed from containment, confinement or captivity and set free, the 80s slang word used to describe something as fraudulent or displeasurable.